Here's something surprising. Being ready to get your first job as a coder might take considerably less time than you and your friends expect. 7 months of consistent 8 to 10 hours weekly effort, if you follow the path pictured below. The truth is, most people have an unrealistic image of successful programmers. When they imagine someone working at Google or Facebook, they picture someone that started coding as a 5 years old and that knows all the ins and outs of a computer. Pop culture only reinforces this idea with movies like The Social Network and TV series like Silicon Valley, showing sleep-deprived nerds coding their next big startup. However, the reality is much less glamorous than you might think. You need to be smart and work really hard through hundreds of problems to be competitive. But the reality is, with the correct sequence of courses and the right mentorship to get you unstuck during your journey, a couple of months are a realistic time to be ready for working as a programmer. With this in mind, let's now take a look at each stage in our straight path to becoming a programmer. The main reason why people fail to learn how to code is lack of structure. Courses that are too easy to complete or are too hard, lectures that are boring, lack of practical projects. All these issues are solved by one of the most famous courses on the internet, CS50 by Harvard. In the first few weeks, you learn the most fundamental concepts of computer science: variables, loops, functions, conditionals, and in the end, the practical skills: SQL, HTML, CSS, Python, Flask, that will aid you to build a fairly complex final project that you can use in a portfolio when you start applying for a job. The course also provides all lecture problem sets with automated tests, slides, source code, virtual development environment, all for free. It is an amazing course, but the learning curve can be a bit steep for most beginners. That is why we suggest you do some extra exercises like coding bed in between problem sets, so they can get you comfortable enough and not get demotivated by the difficulty in some of them. The problem sets are still challenging, but much more manageable once students have internalized the fundamental concepts. Although CS50 does a great job at building foundational skills, we strongly believe it is not enough to get you job ready. Most students will have worked through only one large project by the end of it, and they won't be comfortable enough with other important skills like Git, testing, debugging, Django instead of Flask, advanced HTML and CSS features, and security topics. Thus, we believe CS50 web development is an amazing sequence to CS50, starting out where CS50 left off. The first lecture starts with all too important Git, and by week 2 you are already building a fairly large project. This is your portfolio building course and is the equivalent to what you would get at most coding bootcamps. By the end of it, you will have built enough projects to be ready for most entry-level web development jobs. If you want to know how you can become a programmer as fast as possible, schedule a free meeting with us. The link is in the description. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video. Bye!